Hello everybody, it's Bea from Bespoke Crafts and welcome to my channel. Today is the 14th of April and it is day one of the Easter Advent. So this is the card that I've made and I've just noticed that's all scratched on there. I need to see if I can get that off. Can you see it? I was doing this late last night. In the video you'll see that it was on the card base itself, it was on a big sheet. It was about 1 o'clock this morning. And I didn't want to start making more noise as hubby was asleep. So this is today's card, and the elements from the calendar are this aperture and the bumblebee. The bumblebee doesn't look like this. It's an impression bumblebee, but I cut it out. I've lost one as well. I did have 3. Yeah, so I've made it into a pretty little shaker card, and I've used Nouveau glitter drops just to pop around the side of the outside of it, as you can see. So I'm going to do the editing now and hopefully, fingers crossed, get this video up today, but we'll see. So while you're watching this intro, if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. It is free and it does help my channel. And thank you for everybody else that is already supporting me with their subscriptions. I really do appreciate it, as I hope you know. So yeah, I'm going to get on with editing now and I'll talk to you in a little minute. Hello everybody, I'm on the voiceover. And today is 14th of April and it is day one of the Gummiapan Easter Advent. So this is day one and we have some flowers on an oval and a little bee with a trail behind it that gives the impression. So it is a cute little die, and that's footprints just going out the door. So I'm going to cut it out off screen. Now I've actually cut it out, but I've also cut the flowers out another 2 times, twice. Anyway, whatever. So yeah, because I'm going to stack up the flowers, the larger flowers, or all the flowers really, but the larger flowers I'm going to stack up 3 times, where the little purpley ones I'm going to stack up twice. But I'm going to leave all the rest of the foliage as is. So I'm just cutting these parts out now. As you can see, very easy to cut out. So the colours I'm using are on the top of the screen. So we've got GY8, GY5, G260 and G270. So I'm just colouring in the foliage, just using the different colours just to add that different, just variation really. You know, in nature you see leaves have all got different shades of green in them. So I'm going to play you some music while I'm popping through this, because I'm sure you don't want to just sit and listen to me rambling on about nothing really. Maybe you do, so actually I'm going to ramble on a little bit to you. We decided, we had a camper van. We had a little C15, and we bought her. She was called Elsie, and we bought her, I think, 3 years ago. Yeah, it was just after I got diagnosed and was out. So it's about 2.5 years ago. And we went away a couple of weekends ago, and took the 2 dogs with us. And it just wasn't right. We bought a big awning for it, got one of these blow-up awnings, which is absolutely amazing, and absolute bargain. We bought it off an online company, and it was in the pre-love section, and it should have been £700, but it was ex display. We got it for £270, I think, so it's an absolute bargain. It's brilliant. Anyway, but we were just struggling, so we decided on the way back that we were going to change it. So we have now got Renault Traffic motorhome for birth. The glue that I'm using, it's the Nouveau Deluxe Adhesive, and I just decant it into this fine needle top little bottle, just easier to use. As I'm looking through this video, as I'm watching it, as I'm editing, I'm thinking, what am I doing? And I'm sure I only did those purple flowers twice. I did the stems twice, and I did the flower heads. They were stacked 3 times, just to add that a little bit of extra dimension onto it. So I told a little fib, and I'm sorry, but I'll put it right now. This is a very, very fiddly part of the making a card, but the effort really is worth it. It does make a difference to your finished card. As you can see, when I'm doing these little flowers, when I'm doing the centres of flowers, I'm just doing tiny little excuse me, flicks out, just so you get like a feathered effect at the end, and then going over the colour with the lighter colour, going over the darker colour, just so it blends in, so you don't get any harsh lines, and just keep doing that until your harsh lines have gone, unless of course you want harsh lines. But on this particular flowers, I don't want harsh lines, so that's just a little hopefully helpful tip for you. And the black pen that I used there to do the little yellow flowers was the Ohuhu. It's the fine line drawing pens, and they come in a set of 8, and that was the that I use. And here I'm just cutting the petals just so that they're all individual, so that you can move them about, and just give them that bit more layered dimension, rather than just being totally flat. So when I'm putting the flowers together, I'm putting a bit of glue just in the centre of each of them, and then just putting the flower on, so the petals are loose, so that you can bend them up, shape them as you want. I think it just looks better in my mind. You'll notice that I've put the colours on there, and also amongst other pinks too. I just couldn't make my mind up. So I have swapped and changed the colours of the pinks quite a bit. I can't remember how many used in the end to get the colour that I wanted, but it is what it is and it looks pretty. So sorry about that. If you can work out the colours because I think the next one, yeah, you can't tell what it is, and I've put the top out the way as well, which was a numpty thing to do, but there you go. Sorry about that. To clean my mylar, I've got some 70% alcohol in my little spray bottle, and it just clears off your ink straight away, so it's quick and easy. You can also use essential oils. I have got some, but that was just at hand. So now I'm thinking what I'm going to do. With the sides, I wanted to add some sort of shading to it, so I've used the darker of the browns around certain edges, and then the lighter browns to blend in a little bit better. I'm just going around again with the darker, just to put that colour back in, because you do find that some colours, they bleach out a little bit. It doesn't happen on all of them, but on some it does. So just putting this shading back in again. So I've cut the piece out again because I want to keep the aperture. I'm just using some thin sticky tape, sellotape, just to make sure that the die piece is actually secure, because I'm going to sit the one I've just done on top of it. And on the aperture, I'm just going to go round the edges with the colours that I've used, just so that you don't see any white at all underneath it. So I'm using the greens, the pinks, the yellows, the oranges and the browns. Obviously it's not colouring it all in, it's just to colour around all the edges, as you can see there. Going for the so we're going for the shaker element is what I decided to do. So I'm putting some acetate on the back, just glue that down, leave that to dry. It does take a while to dry on acetate, so just be mindful of that. And putting my foam tape around. You see, I find it easy. A lot of people just cut little bits off and do it. I just find it easy to take the backing tape off while you're going around the shapes. So just making sure that there's no saggy bits. I don't like saggy bits on cards. So the shaker element of the card's being done. The charger that I used for my camera went dead, so the footage has literally gone. The camera doesn't turn off or anything, it just stops. So that's that bit. And I've also chosen the sentiment out of my Gummiapan package that you've just seen there. So I've done it in acorn brown and I've done it in black. I decided to go with the black, and I will be using my mini guillotine to cut that down to size. As you can see there, love this little thing. And I'm going to back it on this piece of card, but I'm going to use a brown just so that I've fetched the brown back into the card as well, just going around the edges, and then I'm going to sit that on some foam tape and stick it down in the card. So just popping the little bumblebees on. There is 3. I will find the other. I won't rest till I have. And then I'm going to be using these Nouveau glitter drops and just put little drops all over. There is quite a few on there, but it does look nice. So yeah, there's the card coming together. I'm looking forward to day 2. I mean, I was doing this, finishing this off at 1 o'clock this morning, which is why you'll see the card base as it is. plus my husband was asleep. And this is where I've marked the card, the acetate, rubbing it. I don't know how, because it was a soft tissue, and I should show you in a minute with the highlighter on. So I'm using Collall glue, which is absolutely brilliant glue, just to stick the base down, and we're coming towards the end of the card. So yes, I cut the card down to size. You also notice on the last picture, because there was a mark on the acetate, I've found some Gummiapan daffodils that I'd already got made, and the final bumblebee, I did find it, so I've popped them on just to disguise the little bit of scratch on there. As I say, this is an A4 sheet of card that I use, that I need to cut down. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll look forward to tomorrow's video, or day 2. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.